a lot more about Yellow. Okay, so she's a butterfly, and if you guys hear me singing, it's because I'm not singing music. A little white in the mountain. It's only because you're feeling. So let's start with when Yellow was a baby. She was a small little baby. Just small. She had short hair on both sides. But only one that had short hair on both sides. And she was very cool. But her parents are very problematic and always argue. And they're divorced. But they still go together. Oh. So she grew up to learn that she knew that some people were kind of the same like her parents. So then she learned that. And then, once she got older, she started going, okay, she was a little child. She decided to go to school. And she disliked school. Because her mom always got mad for small things. Like if she got a 99%, she always got mad. So she grew to dislike school. She didn't like school. So she got bullied every second. She disliked getting bullied. Pretend these are other colors. And she got bullied. And she got picked on by girls and boys. And she knew that she didn't like the school. So then she moved. She moved into a small little house. It was not that big. It was like the windows were cracked and the door was cracked too. And there was 2 floors. And the second floor was the attic. And if we zoom in into the attic, she slept there. That was her bedroom. And she did not like it. No. And that year, she decided that she disliked it. And she wanted to do something else. And live her own life. But she couldn't. Because her parent was always there. And she disliked that. So all she had was a bed, like 2 pairs of clothes, and that's it. And just one window, and a little photo of her when she was a little child, and a little small desk that's like a mini coffee table that had her laptop, and she had a little stool that was very small. It was like for kids. So she hid that room. And she only had like a small light that most of the time didn't even work. So she would have to get like a small lamp from her grandma's house. So she honestly hated it. She didn't want to live there anymore. And she disliked it. So imagine this. Oh, one day you're just in the living room. Pretend that's big. Oh. Just in the living room, watching something on the news. And you don't show your mom your report card because it was bad. And you're just there watching, and the table was broken because it's supposed to have an leg, but it's broken, so there's books on it. Okay, that was trying to remember. Then you have a small mini TV that is smaller than the sofa. And then your mom just comes up with the report card, and she gets mad at you. And she gets mad because you got a C. Oh, a C. And then your mom just randomly starts getting mad. She's like, I treat you so good for this. No, why did you get a C? You're supposed to be a good girl. I'm so mad at you. And all that stuff. And she eventually kicks you out of the house. So then she goes to college. The only way she could afford to go to college, is by her grandma. She was soon dying, and since she knew that she wouldn't be able to go to college, she decided to give all her money to her own granddaughter. And she did. When she did, she decided to get a makeover. And soon, she cut off her hair and decided to grow longer hair. But she became depressed because she started to fail many classes, and she had a very mad roommate that always got mad for everything. So then, when she left college, she decided to give up in life. And she was tired of this for many years. And many. She slept in cardboard boxes that were smaller than her. And it was just sad. And you had to secretly rob from stores so you don't get caught and you can eat. And yeah, your life was just terrible. And you only had your grandpa that was very grumpy most of the time. And your dad too. But he didn't want you. So then you're just stuck. Soon, the grandpa dies. He dies. Why is he so long? Why is he so long? Why is he so long? I don't care. And he dies. So then you inherit his money. And you're able to buy an apartment. Soon you do. But then that's the year you began to decide to begin with your mental health. She became depressed faster than ever and was thinking of suicide. And she disliked it. She wanted to do it, but she was too scared. And she always was depressed and crying every night. She had no friends, no company, no people, nothing. Until she notices there's a lot of popular influencers that gain money just by posting. But she could never. One day, she's walking on the streets, all sad, because she had no food. She's been starving for a day and a half. And you just realize that there's a guy in front of you that you might see in your life that might just think the same as you, or maybe love you, but that's different. She went to go try to get a job, but she had kind of a little bit bad credit, so she was tired until someone finally accepted her. The same color. He was very addicted to science. Very addicted. And he loved these special things called orbs. So he decided to do a lot of scientific things with this orb. And he admired them. And he loved them. Why is his arm like that? He loved it. And she was very bored all the time. She kept sleeping on the job when she was supposed to work. But guess what? She eventually ended up quitting. And soon, the guy gave up on his science. And soon, they became close friends. And then, they were very best friends. They did everything. And he kept trying to figure out if he could activate his orb. And soon once, he made an orb for every color. Red, orange, and the other. And one day, he creates them with special powers. One with many. And soon, he decided to give those to special people. And she hit the job. She found people to give the orbs to. The people you know, as of today. And they became close friends, all of them. Friend. Everyone became a friend. And they decided to record and gain money. And she was like, that's a good idea. But then depression hit again. Once the YouTube channel started, she decided to go on a depression arc again. She was very worried that her friends will end up leaving her, as she had no friends. And once they all had their own house, she was just doomed. She couldn't do anything because she was all tired and boring, and her depression arc hit again. She would sleep for like 2 hours, 3 hours. It was very tiring for her. And she got very sick. And they couldn't film ever again, as they were planning to, but they never got the chance. So then she got sad, because then they thought that since she was the problem, she decided to be the person that she thought that they would leave her so then they can film. But no, she stayed. So then she got up very well. They decided to try filming again. Please don't stop the music. Okay. And then she eventually decided that she was getting treated this way and all sick, or bullied by her parents, she wanted revenge. She was 21 when she could do all that stuff. Her parents stayed in the old house. And she went to her mom's house and grabbed a broken, and she was so mad. This is when her depression arc hit, and she never got caught. Her dad, she really didn't get abused by her dad because she wasn't with her dad the whole time. Only with 2 years. So then they started the channel. And then they posted how they wanted money. And they just started posting more and more and more and more. And Yellow felt more good because now she was included. And she had someone that also had the same color as her and someone that has a full body. And she eventually stopped. And then the day she turned 22, that was the 20th of July, she lived a normal life. And she just wished that her life was way easier. And it was. Now. And more videos like this will be posted. All I gotta say is that if you lived as Yellow, what would you do to your abusive parents if you were her? What would you do? Maybe you will call the cops. Or just quiet. Okay. Go. What? That's police. Please don't stop the music. Or maybe he might just do nothing. What would you do? If her parents were nice, she would have probably kept her hair like this. Or not even be in the group, and it would just be a male. And she really didn't really like love. She didn't feel anything about that since she was always undepressed. But now she thinks it might be real for her. But who knows? Earth Pink had a child. No! Pretend this wasn't big. And maybe she can be a good parent to her child and see how good parenting would be. He might feel the same too. We just don't know. We'll figure it out in a different video. But that's it. That's all of Yellow lore. She had a sad lore. She just feels like she just doesn't feel like she belongs. But Purple just messes around with her for fun. She doesn't really think that there. So, next time you see Yellow, thank God she made it alive. She could have possibly died of starvation if her Or she could have died by her parents abusing her because she got hurt many times because of her mom. She got hurt everywhere. She had blood and her arm got stretched. It was very hard for her to feel something. So, what do you think? Do you think that they're love? Or do you think that there shouldn't be a love and not good because they're boring as well? And yeah. If they did have a kid, I'm rooting for a boy. Because a little baby boy and a little baby pink girl, they could be so cute together. But if they ever did that, I'm going to make a new color that they might find out. It would make a color that if you mix yellow and pink. I'll be making a poll on a short to ask if you guys want that to happen. So, comment down below or answer the poll on the short. No, I don't know what the hell yellow and pink does. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a great day, and thank God yellow made our life. Well out.